When the grid dies, winter doesn't politely knock. It seeps in through your walls like a debt collector with frostbite. The lights fade, the radiators click their last breath, and your expensive, thermal-rated apartment becomes a freezer with carpet. You'll watch your breath curl in the dark and tell yourself, "It's fine, I've got blankets." You're wrong. Air moves, cold moves faster, and comfort dies at 37 when you stop shivering. You think fire keeps you alive. Cute. In a city, fire gets you dead faster. Carbon monoxide, smoke alarms, the neighbor's building catching because you lit a trash can in yours. And even if you get a flame going, physics doesn't care. Radiation heat, one directional. Convection, that's the air stealing your calories and giving them to the void. Conduction, that's every metal pipe in your wall sucking the warmth out of your bones. Water conducts heat 25 times faster than air. Your walls are damp. Do the math. So you won't burn your way to survival. You'll insulate your way there, or die trying. The myth is that insulation means expensive gear, perfect materials, layers of engineered fluff. Wrong again. Air is insulation only if it's trapped. Everything else is wind theft. You're surrounded by trash that does exactly that. Trap dead air, block radiation, stop conduction. But you won't see it because you're still clinging to normal. Stop hoping. Start scavenging. Method 1. Turn trash into insulation. Look around. Every piece of waste is thermal armor. Cardboard, foam packaging, bubble wrap. These are air cages. Layer them. Don't glue, don't seal, don't get fancy. Stack cardboard with air gaps between. Bubble wrap under blankets. Old clothes stuffed into pillowcases and duct taped into wall panels. You're not building pretty, you're building survival. Each trapped layer cuts your heat loss by another few watts. Remember, still air saves calories. Moving air kills them. Line your windows. Tape every inch. The glass is your enemy. It radiates heat out like an antenna. Hang garbage bags filled with crumpled paper or fabric. The wrinkled texture traps micro air pockets. That's free insulation with no tools. Put foil, any reflective surface, on the room side. You're bouncing infrared back at your skin. Radiation doesn't care about dignity. Method 2. Build the heat cocoon. You're not heating your apartment. You're heating your square meter of existence. Pick one room, one corner, even one desk. Shrink your thermal footprint. Drape blankets over furniture. Rig sheets to make a tent inside your tent. Crawl in. You've just cut your convection losses by half. Inside, air warms from your body and stays because you've trapped it. Think of it like nesting inside your own breath. Not romantic. Effective. Line the floor with anything. Newspapers, clothes, rugs, cardboard. The floor conducts cold like a thief. Don't touch it. 2 centimeters of trash insulates better than an inch of solid wood. That's because solid wood transfers energy. Air pockets don't. Remember that. When the ground feels warm, you're winning. When it feels neutral, you're still alive. Method 3. Recycle heat the human way. Your body outputs about 100 watts at rest. That's a small light bulb of thermal radiation. In the wasteland, that's gold. Stop losing it. Sleep close, huddle, share air. 2 people in a sealed cocoon can survive temperatures that kill 1. It's not romance, it's thermodynamics. The space between you fills with moist, warm air. Gross but effective. You're recycling your own calories instead of donating them to the frost gods. If you're alone, fill a bottle with hot water if you have fuel or electricity left for a minute. Wrap it in fabric. Sleep with it between thighs or under ribs. Blood heat transfers fastest near arteries. You're not heating the room. You're tricking your biology into surviving another night. When it cools, stick it in your armpits. Reabsorb the last degrees. Waste nothing. Method 4. Hack the windows and walls. You lose 30% of room heat through glass and 50% through walls touching the outside. You can't fix that, but you can cheat. Aluminum foil, yes, the one from your dead kitchen, is radiant gold. Tape it shiny side inward. It reflects about 95% of infrared radiation. Even emergency blankets work, same principle. Behind that, shove air pockets, bubble wrap, plastic bags, old newspapers. Trapped air means trapped heat. Got tinfoil? Cover the ceiling too. Heat rises because convection pulls warm air upward. then it bleeds through the roof. Reflect it back down. Every degree counts. Your breath fogging the air? That's your moisture leaving. It'll condense and freeze later. Ventilate briefly once per day, or you'll wake in an ice cave smelling like rot. 5 minutes of air exchange. No more. Method 5. Clothes layering. Trash edition. Forget fashion. Layers matter, materials don't. You're building a personal thermos. Start with something dry and tight, traps sweat and keeps skin heat. Then stack whatever breathes. Cotton, paper, plastic, insulation foam, whatever you can find. The secret isn't thickness, it's trapped layers of still air. A grocery bag between 2 shirts works better than a designer parka. Physics doesn't care about brands, your feet and hands go first. They're heat radiators. Wrap them. Newspaper around socks. Plastic bags over that. Duct tape loosely at the ankles. Same for gloves. Fabric inside, plastic outside. You'll look like a trash scarecrow. Perfect. You're alive. And your fingers can still move. Lose dexterity. Lose survival. Method 6. Weaponize moisture control. Humidity is a killer. Water conducts heat too well. It sucks warmth right out of you. When you sweat in cold, you die faster. So stay dry. Ventilate your cocoon for 5 minutes every morning, then seal it tight. Wipe condensation. If you've got salt, scatter it on damp floors. Salt lowers freezing point and keeps the air slightly drier. Not comfort, just control. Plastic bags make vapor barriers. Wrap your legs if you're on cold surfaces. Line your tent walls with them to stop condensation from turning your insulation into a freezer sponge. Remember, dry air insulates, wet air murders. Pause and look around. Everything here is fuel for heat retention. That pizza box, those junk mail flyers, the foam from your last appliance delivery, they're armor against entropy. People die because they confuse comfort with survival. Comfort ends when the grid dies. Survival begins when you stop pretending you can buy it back. Day 2, you'll smell yourself. Day 3, you'll taste dust. Day 4, the cold will stop feeling cold. It'll feel heavy. That's your blood retreating from your limbs. You'll think you're adapting. You're not. That's hypothermia tricking you. Eat something, anything. Metabolism is heat. Even cold beans become calories into warmth. Now for the physics obsessed. Your body's thermal regulation is a losing equation. You radiate heat proportional to surface area and temperature difference. Reduce one or both. Curl up. Insulate. Reflect. Every layer adds seconds to your life. The world outside has turned into an entropic machine. You're fighting the second law of thermodynamics with trash and hate. Good. That's how civilizations restart. One stubborn body at a time. By the end of week 1, your apartment will look insane. Walls of taped junk, cocoon corners, foil-covered glass, plastic everywhere. Perfect. That's not madness, that's adaptation. The ones who die first are the ones who can't stand to look crazy. Civilization was your costume, survival's your skin. You'll hear neighbors breaking things for fuel, smell burnt plastic, listen to people scream about rescue. It's not coming. Every night will be longer. But the first week is the kill zone. Survive it and your odds triple. Biology adjusts. You start to run hotter, sleep shorter, think clearer. The body's a slow learner, but it learns. When your water bottle ices overnight, when your breath freezes on the inside of your tarp, remember this. You're not supposed to be here. Humans built glass boxes and called them homes. Now those boxes are fridges, but you're turning yours into a thermos. With trash, with logic, with spite, try it tonight. Turn off your heater for 1 hour. Build your cocoon. Feel the air shift. The silence harden. That's the world waiting to eat you. Physics doesn't care, but it rewards the clever. Smash like if you're not dead yet. Comment your trash hack. Next episode, we'll talk about how to make drinkable water from your own frost. The world ended. You didn't. Keep it that way.